Yahweh Bahashim Haushai, Bahashon Chahagodash. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. So today I want to go on something else quick on my spirit. Still on my spirit a couple of days ago actually. I was thinking about all these celebrity men, particularly Israelite men, whom the wives divorce them, take most of their finances or at least half of their wealth, right? And I was looking at all these modern marriages, and there's always these problems with modern women. And the problem is, I found one correlating problem, one denominator, and are out of order. But basically, they want it to be more than a wife. It's like the underlying mentality that triggers these marital issues. You hear about these celebrity men and their wives leaving them and all these different things. There's nothing. I mean, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But just in general, with modern women, they want to be more than wives. Then on the flip side, you see certain celebrity men, other celebrity men, who might have a woman, but the woman plays the background because her role is being a wife and a mother. Well, a lot of times, those seem to be the longest lasting marriages. But when it's the woman on her own platform, she wants her own platform and all these different things, that's when the marriage goes to shit. Where she's not content with being a wife and a mother. She's not content with that. That mentality, it always leads to stepping out or putting herself out there so another Jake can get her, another guy can get her. But the scriptures give the rundown of the role of a woman. Alright, because the American concept of marriage was, its foundation was in the scriptures. And women to throw in the concept of God and the Bible when it's something that benefits them, but when it comes to their role, according to Yahweh Bahashim Haushai, and according to His word, now there's always the way that they navigate around that. They just try to Irish exit out of that, you know what I mean? But like I said, I just noticed one common denominator when it comes to modern women is just they're not content with being a wife and a mother. Whether it's celebrity, so-called marriages, or everyday relationships, man. And I say so-called marriage because sex, according to the Bible, is marriage, man. But Eve is so fucking far gone that she'll have sex with you, and the sex is not what she think it is, then she'll discard that, man. She'll discard that man. That's why Eve is so adamant about sex not being marriage, man. Because she wants to have her fun, or she'll gauge you off the sex, man. That's not in accordance to the scriptures. You know what I mean? But what did it say in Amos 7:17? Thy wife should be a harlot in the city, man. Now, you read these different threads online on social media, and you read the comment board, and it's Eve talking about how she, it's Eve basically giving her mind on the internet. And you see that her number one priority is the flesh, it's carnality, it's pleasure. That's not in the scriptures, man. So, but what did the scripture say? That wife should be a harlot. According to the laws of our forefathers, you raise up virgins. But the point is not really, the problem is not really the virginity aspect. That's a major part for sure. But women are out of order. That's basically what it boils down to, man. They are out of order because they've been seduced by these philosophies such as feminism, man. Under westernization, Western thought. They're totally out of order with their role, man. But that was just something that was on my mind, quick on my spirit, is that modern women have one thing in common: being a wife and a mother is just not enough for them. But you know, that's pretty much the point. I saw something where Gayle King was like 75. She's 75 years old, talking about she still hadn't found the right one or whatever, man. Like, you're 75 years old, man. You don't have that much longer to go, man. You know, but that's that modern mindset, man. That the Most High, you set up Kevin Samuels to confound, man. But all I can say is these winters are going to be harsh, man. But that's pretty much the point. You know, like the scripture said, the aged women teach the younger women to be discreet, chaste, keepers of the house, things of that nature, man. Alright, but I hope this was of edification. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Hamshai, Bahasham Chahakadash. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, Shalom.